Hey, everybody. It is Teatalk with your girl and Sassy T from
What's
TV.
up?
Yeah.
803, drop the T. And
Hello, hello, everyone.
200 P's Gen Extra.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
We are
What's
dropping
up?
a Sassy Teatalk. Hey, y'all. It is Wednesday night.
Hi. It's a Wednesday, child.
Yes, it is
It
hump
is.
day. Got to get over this hump.
We'll do it.
Got to
Child.
get over
I
this
got
hump.
pushed over the hump, okay?
Child, that hump.
Gotta
I'm
hump
ready.
the hump. Hey,
I'm
there's a
ready for
hump the
this
hump.
week to be over so we can get into next week. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. I'm ready. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Spring break is not coming fast enough.
No,
Okay.
slow down.
Talk about laughing and having a good
Well,
time. Where them flights at? Hey, where them flights
um,
at?
they said Melody. They said Melody live on TikTok right now.
Oh, is she?
Oh,
Is
she
she
is?
selling stuff?
They say she having flash sale.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
cool. I have some biking shorts
Yeah.
coming. It should be here tomorrow.
I got
I
those
got the.
purple ones, the purple
Mhm.
leggings. I think those are
Oh, them
so
cute.
pretty.
Hmm.
I got the black biker shorts,
I got black too. You can always use black.
and then I got the
Yeah.
guy over money shirt, and then we ain't taking no L shirt as well.
Hmm. And I
And
already got a shipping date.
you got the bucket. Did y'all get the bucket hat?
I didn't get the
Uh-uh.
bucket hat. I thought it was cute though.
I got one bucket hat.
Hmm.
I got the bucket hat.
Mel said she ain't gonna be hot this summer. She got her fan.
I got,
Wait a minute. Now see how it's moving away, though. Now see how it's moving away.
Uh-uh.
Uh-uh. Uh-oh, y'all. She learned how to pop it. Ah!
She got it.
Oh Lord. She
She
ain't
got
gonna
it.
never stop popping that thing.
Oh, it's back in stock. $24.
Yeah,
what the fan was
I
at?
got mine.
It's back. It
Hmm.
says it's back in stock. 24.
I didn't know the fans was out of stock.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
I
Mel done
went
learned
there.
how to
Yeah, when
pop
I
that
tried to get
thing.
it, I couldn't get one.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, anyway, let's get to the show. Let's get to the
Okay.
show. Y'all know I gotta do two and three things at one time. Mhm.
That's okay. How y'all doing, peeps in the YouTube lands? How y'all doing?
Right. Listen, shout out to the Mars. Shout out to the Mars. On
Shout
these
out.
great channels, okay? Shout out to the
Yes, and
Mars.
y'all know who y'all are, okay?
Hmm It's enough of y'all, I tell you that. It's enough of
You got
y'all.
that right.
But we love y'all.
We do.
And we apologize to everybody for starting late, but life happens. And to be honest,
It's
you
me.
know,
It's
it's
me.
important that we all know that some of us have really important responsibilities and that they have to be there. And Sassy is a nurse, so nurses can't
Hmm.
just walk off the job like me. I listen. I'm off at 3 o'clock, and let me tell you, at 2:50, I shuts the shit down. Ain't nothing, ain't nothing shaking. I might can have a conversation with you, but I ain't doing no damn work. But Sassy,
Child.
unfortunately, she don't have that luxury. She can't just walk off because she a nurse. So we thank y'all for understanding the work of the health cares and how important it is, and being patient with us. Okay, so
Especially in the government, honey, because I ain't trying to walk out for them to walk me out. No.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Not now.
Uh-uh.
You're
Especially
right.
not now,
So
people losing their jobs like it's nothing.
yeah.
My
Cause they
brother
just
told me
walked
that
our
he had.
CEO out, honey. Walked him out
Ooh. Yeah,
with
it's
the
getting.
police.
Wow.
Mhm. With the police.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's gonna be a mess.
Investigation, honey. Investigation.
Oh,
$11 million missing.
Oh,
That damn Elon and Trump ain't playing. So yeah, we had a union meeting today. So
oh wow.
you know, so you in the government, make sure you do what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And they just want to take over everything.
they do. That's the big part of it.
Yeah.
Breaking stuff so it can't be fixed.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you, y'all, next year is we're gonna have to really vote. Turn them seats.
You said next year?
Sorry, y'all. Y'all, sorry. So anyway, y'all, I had heard y'all had said I was in here talking to my friend, both of these work. So I had heard y'all had said that y'all wanted to talk about somebody's son who had gotten arrested or something. I mean, it
Clank,
sounded like
clank.
oh wait, not the clank clank. Not
Yeah.
the clank clank. Ain't that what they say? Clank clank.
Clank, clank, baby.
Clank clank.
Turnkey, nigga. Turnkey.
Baby, what the happened to the boy?
Child. Child, the older son done beat up the police, child. Got in an altercation. Dr. Elaine. Kind.
Oh, the relationship expert that be talking about everybody else.
Yeah,
Right.
talking about all the kids and everybody else relationship. Why you ain't
Wait a
talking
minute, you
about
say
your
he got
child?
into I thought he had tried to run him over with the car, so he was fighting
Run.
him.
Oh, he was finna kill him. Okay? Acting like his mama.
She
I'm
must get
saying,
ready to go live and talk about it. I'm sure she'll probably go live. Think she gonna go live and talk about it? The way
hell
she
Yeah,
talk
no.
about everybody
no.
else?
She
Oh.
embarrassed. No.
Oh.
She
Now,
perfect, remember?
you're not gonna talk about that, honey.
Yeah, see, that's when she puts out venom about everybody else, it circle back on somebody
No.
that he
But
hasn't
she
been on
gonna
the
talk
show in
about
years. And now
she gonna
he's
talk
fair
about
game to be talked
Toya's
about.
she gonna talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Toya's money, how much she
Mm.
spent, how
Mm-hmm.
she treat her
Mm.
husband,
Dr.
what
Greg,
kind
Uh-huh.
of
sweet
mother
tea.
she is. She gonna talk about all of that.
Yeah.
Wait a
Man,
minute, Alicia.
your child out here
Yeah,
beating
that's
up
a
the
trip.
police and trying to run over 'em. Trying to
Joe,
leave
he tried to
skid
run
marks on the
behind you.
police.
Wait a minute, not the skid marks on the police ass.
The
Oh Lord.
skid marks on the hill finna say,
Mhm.
back it up, pull it forward, and pull off, but he couldn't get away.
Ooh, not the skid marks.
Skid marks.
Oh my goodness.
Skid
Y'all is a mess.
on Skid Row.
Mm.
Mm.
So Dr.
Child, I
E,
cannot.
it don't pay for you to be out here talking about everybody else's relationship. And your son is out here fighting a popo like a
Right.
fool.
When it's dangerous if you're
We
doing that at
listening,
home.
Dr. E. Where you at?
I
Where
Right.
agree.
you
I'm
at?
waiting for her to talk about it.
I'm waiting for that. I ain't heard nothing. Quiet as a church mouse.
She's not
Right.
talking about it. She's not gonna talk about it.
She
Y'all
too
know
busy
she's not
talking
gonna talk
about Sweet Tea and Dr. G and Tosha and all her Birkin bags and all. She just jealous.
Right.
Yeah, she's not gonna talk about it.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
No, ma'am. They
So
should
here
have beat
is
him. You're right, Alicia. They did beat him up, didn't they? They had
listen,
to beat him up.
shout out to Lakeisha Keisha because that's where I saw the story at.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
who I
that's where it
saw it
broke at,
first.
to
I
be
saw it
honest.
on Keisha.
But
Yeah,
baby, here it is right here. Here's the paperwork.
there it is. There's the receipts.
There's the
You
paperwork. He's
don't
been
want me
arrested,
to
y'all.
bring
It's
out
real.
the receipts,
There they
baby.
There's
are.
the receipt.
Baby girl. They go the receipts.
Boom now.
What you said, what you had said, Sassy. Not the
Do you want
receipts.
me to bring out
Please
the
don't bring the
receipts?
receipts.
Do I need to bring the receipt,
No.
baby girl?
For what?
Because I got receipts.
What is she talking about?
You know what she
Not the receipts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Read it to us, Teatalk. What did he actually do?
Do you want her
Yeah.
to bring the receipt?
I want her to bring
Because
the
she got the
receipt.
receipts, okay? Let
She
me
got
look it up because I can't see it on there, girl.
them.
She got the papers now. She got papers on. She got them papers over there on
Mm-hmm.
him. She got papers on that boy. Yeah, so that's
Baby.
what it is. Heavenly can run her mouth about everyone else's business but her own. Now look at their
Exactly.
trash being revealed. Mariah told us.
You know, they
Mariah
say
did tell
Mariah was
us.
talking about the receipts because allegedly Dr. Damon used to date Heavenly's sister. This is what I heard. And I heard this a long time ago, but I didn't know if it was true. But now it makes sense.
Get in deep
Mm.
with me on this particular story.
Okay, she got another breakdown of it.
Members, go ahead and
Okay.
Of the
subscribe to the
indictment.
membership. It does
There's a
not
new
Ooh, he
video
done
she
been
just
indicted.
if you
10
subscribe to
minutes
the
ago
membership,
just released.
university, you know, the police carries between 5 to 20
Oh,
years. So I don't know if
Ooh,
they're going to dismiss this, but that is what it says. So with regards to this, as I
did
said
y'all hear what
yesterday,
she
the
said?
officer basically said that
That's a
by
mess.
the 20.
on the 23rd day of February 2023 that Damon Jr. did unlawfully and knowingly commit an aggravated assault upon this person, Ryan, a public safety officer employed by Georgia State University Police Department as a peace officer, who was at the time of the assault engaged in performance of his official duties. As such, he was a public safety officer. Now, the said assault being committed by driving his vehicle toward the officer. So that is what the officer is implying. He drove his vehicle toward the officer. So the officer isn't implying that, okay, he had the means to likely hurt him with his vehicle. Now, again, we don't know what happened. Maybe there are some other things here because I don't know how he would arrive at that. I wasn't there. I can't tell you, but this is in fact a felony. So maybe that's some evidence that they really have not showed us. But let's kind of get into it. I'm going to show you guys just a little bit more because, like I said, head over on Patreon. We're going to have a whole Patreon and we're going to talk about this freely and be able to say whatever it is we want to say without having the restrictions of this. You know, YouTube is very different. So go over there, purchase your membership on Patreon. It does
child, he in trouble. She said that thing carried 5 to 20 years.
Oh, 2 to
20.
23, an assault committed. Ooh,
5 to 20 years it carried.
I hate to
So
see that.
something had to happen in order for this
Sound like
dude
they
to try
got
to
into
run the
some
man
type of
over.
argument.
Yeah.
I don't want to see
Child.
no man have to go, you know.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
when the police get involved, you never know what they provoke. So we have to hear
Yeah.
more about it. But it's been ongoing
Mm-hmm.
since 2023, and we haven't even heard any aspect of that. My son is going through
None.
something.
She
Nothing.
kept
Just
that up.
anything. Yeah.
But people kept
Girl.
saying too that Heavenly hasn't spoken about Allura and her not being in college, but she has indirectly done it. And let me tell you when. The other night, her and Quad did that video. Did y'all see
Mm-hmm.
that? When
Mm-mm.
they kind of was snapping back at Simone and Sweet Tea, and they were in the
Mm-mm.
video, and Quad was eating. I don't know if y'all saw that. I showed it the other night, the other morning. Anyway, they was kind of clapping back and saying a little stuff, and then King was there and all this and that, and he was there. He wasn't getting paid, and blah blah blah. But in that video, she says, I mean, Quad says we're at Laura's house. So
Oh.
Allura has her own house there in Atlanta. So there's no way she would be in college because that would be dumb money.
Uh-uh.
Y'all know Heavenly ain't about spending no dumb money. So she wouldn't have no apartment there if she was in college. There wouldn't be no need for that
Yeah.
because she was going to
Wasn't she
college.
pregnant at one time? Her daughter?
Child,
That's what I heard now. That's what I heard. I heard she was pregnant at one time.
That's what I heard too.
Mm.
He tried to hit the popo with his car. That's considered assault, I believe. Well, he wasn't
It
a
is.
police, but it sounded like he was a security guard.
No, he was a public safety.
Sassy, they saying that they said they was on your page waiting for it to start and it never did. But I see it up there.
Uh,
I see it on up there.
oh, you know what? I did a scheduled one.
Oh, you
I
did?
forgot. Yeah, hold on. Y'all hold on.
Now
Let
we
me
know
do
why
that for
Allura
later.
didn't go back to school. She doing online classes? Oh, okay. She could have transferred and goes to a school in Atlanta. That's true too. Allura is a hot mess. Them kids is their karma. Not the kids is the karma. She stated she was doing most classes online. One of the sons had a baby.
That's what I heard the rumor about the son baby. That there
Heavenly
was a
got a
grandbaby.
grandbaby?
Yeah, I agree with D. Herford. That was surprising. But she never addressed it because the lactose intolerant, you don't have to get Similac for that. They have other products. Deborah Randall says she heard that too. Okay, Deborah. Online.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I don't need any of that as of yet. Plus, I was fine until I had my oxygen levels had dropped fast, but it's all good. God got me. Oh, good. You good there, Sassy?
Yeah, I just changed
Linda
it. I
Gamble
put
said,
the wrong.
get those likes up.
Thank you, Linda Gamble.
Linda Gamble said,
Get
y'all
them
get
up.
those damn likes up.
Get them
Hallelujah.
likes up. Get them likes up. Are we gonna shut it down?
Or
I
we
got my
gonna
fan here
start
somewhere.
singing. Or we gonna start singing. How about that?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Lock the doors till they get them locks up. We're gonna
Lock
close
the
the doors
doors.
till you get them lights up.
Ushers,
lock the
don't
doors.
lock
Lock
the
the doors.
doors. We gotta get these lights up. The
Gotta
They ain't gonna
get
ones
do
in the
nothing but go eat
bushes.
anyway. Yep. Y'all ain't doing nothing in the bushes eating anyway.
You eat in the
That's all
bushes.
Wait a
y'all
minute, what
Yeah.
they
doing.
doing?
Eat in the
Y'all
Eating?
bushes.
going to the restaurant, eating $50 worth of food. Give us that $50
You said they
in
eat.
Right.
lights. Marvin
Uh-uh.
Sapp got sapped on that one, baby.
He did. Ricky Smiley trying to help him.
It ain't
You
gonna
know he
work.
gonna come out. Yeah, you know he gonna come out and try to help.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna be asking for them Doge checks when Trump them send out them Doge checks. The church be asking for them checks, the stimulus
Mm-mm.
and the Doge checks.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta turn your check in.
Mm-hmm.
She said she can
Find
do
that
what she
out.
wants, but keep your daughter out of grown folks' business, and she is not her friend. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
True.
she's been like that since she was a child.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Canadian Queen said after seeing Teatalk doing boots on the ground, I had to learn it myself. Well, we all should be doing it
I'm
too,
still
right?
working
Y'all
on
know
mine.
how to do it, right?
I'm working on
Yeah.
All
my
of y'all know how
Canadian
to
Queen.
do it, right?
I'm trying to work on mine.
Yes, Sonia, those were cute. And Ralph had the nerve down the basement to like Phaedra's video. Somebody said Ralph from the
Yeah.
basement. He liked Phaedra's video.
Trying to
Phaedra
Mm-hmm.
had
start
those
Sassy,
stuff.
I bet
cowboy
Sassy,
he
outfit
did.
on.
Sassy, you know how
Hold
to
on.
do boots on the ground?
Yeah,
I'm still working
I
on mine.
do.
I'll have it.
Hold on.
Oh, let me turn this off.
Almost a year ago, Mama Works. I'm still just thought that was kind of trifling.
What
Please
happened?
don't shut the doors.
What happened? All right, so who's supposed to start us off tonight?
Drop the T.
All right, it's on you, girl. Let's get this review started.
All right. So we're gonna start off with Angela and Brit. Angela is at the park. She looks like she just was jogging. Brit walks up. She has her baby in the stroller. So they get to talking. They get to talking. And Brit's asking her what's going on, and she's talking about how all the problems that she's having with trying to renovate her home, different things like that. Um, also, Angela, she doesn't look too well. It looks like she's having a lot of problems with trying to get all the homes she got renovated. I think she bought like three, maybe four houses at one time, and she's having a really hard time with trying to get all of them renovated so she can sell them. So she's telling Brit about that. Um, and then also, 1 second here. Then they get to also talking about when you're married, we should not include our husband into family business, um, into our family business. And then also, Charles and Angela's mother got into it, something about her not cleaning up. Then we go back into where Britt says she wants to get to know Angela a little bit more because she don't have a lot of girlfriends. And she's like, you can love or hate her. That's the type of person she is. Some people love her, some people hate her. So I can understand that. Also, when they're talking about relationships with like the family, with that's a hard decision when you have a mother and a spouse who kind of don't see eye to eye, and also with a with your sisters or brother and them as well that don't see eye to eye. So basically, she's saying that Charles and her mother kind of don't get along, and also the sisters kind of have a problem with him as well. Um, and another problem is because Angela supports her family financially. Then Brent also starts talking about her sisters as well. She says her sisters think that Mike is trying to be their dad, and then Brent also goes into talking about their dad. The dad was the pillar of the sister. She has two sisters, which are Tiara and what's her name, Cher. And also she talks about how Mike is trying to act like their dad, and she said Mike is not trying to act like a dad. They had a dad, but the dad passed away um, due to a blood clot. And ever since that has happened, the sisters have not been as close as they were. And especially the younger sister, which is Tyra, she took it really hard. It's like she's, giving up on life, Brit says, and that's really hard for her. Um, and the bad part about it is that the dad was just sitting on the couch and he got the blood clot and died, and excuse me, passed away. Also, it seems like they got that in common with their family, where they have problems with their sisters, and also with the husbands, or what have you. To me, I think that the husband should stay out of that side of the family business. If the sisters and mothers are into it about some, or the sisters are going through stuff with their, sister, I don't think that the husband should get in it. Um, let's see here. Also, the same thing with Angela as well. Let me 1 second here. Oh, so then Angela says that she's going to throw a get together this weekend. Um, and she, thinking about inviting Shimeia over to the, excuse me, inviting Shimeia to the get together. So um, Britt kind of looks at her, and, they're reflecting back on what happened. And, Angela says that she is down for Drew, like Shimeia is down for Portia. And the name calling, the back and forth and things like that, that was childish. So Angela says, she just wants to move forward, and to move forward with everything. Then Britt goes into talking about Kenya, and about Kenya a little bit shady. She's kind of like a nasty, nice girl. But she says she, was willing to, talk to her, but she's going to keep her eye on her as well. Then we get into where Shimeia is at her home, relaxing by the pool. Her sister walks in, walks up. They start talking, and she's telling her sister about the song. And Shimeia has been singing for a long time. And Shimeia says that she even used to sing with Carrie Hilton. They were in a group together, but she felt like she never got her shot. I did not know she used to, be in a group with Carrie Hilton, but she never got her shot. Um, so she says she's thinking about presenting it to the girls. Her sister was listening to the song. Her sister said the song sounds great, or what have you. And so she's thinking about presenting it to the girls. But then also, she tells her sister how she um, wants to play it at the dinner, but she's looking like a little uneasy, like she really don't want to play it. But her sister's looking at her like the song is good, go ahead and play it. And then Shimeia in her confessionals, she talks about she was wrong for talking to Angela like that, where, she's trying to be, the sisterhood and things like that, and by her on TV and things like that, that doesn't give her a good look. Um, Also, she says that she's going to be going to she was invited by Shimeia to go to a dinner, and she says that she's going to order some olive oil from Instacart and take that to the party as a way of putting like an olive branch out to her and letting her know that she want to start over with her. So what do you think about that, Sandra? How do you feel about Shimeia putting her big girl panties on and wanting to, start over with Angela and let bygones be bygones? How do you feel about that?
I liked the fact that she was willing to admit that she was wrong, even though she first put it out there like she just threw a joke. It was kind of aggressive with the nose and kind of making fun of that. She did still throw a couple of digs. They were harmless, but it just depends on whether or not they're going to be able to just throw things aside and be friends. But I like the fact that she brought the olive. She thought of ordering the olive oil and bringing the olive branch when she was talking to her sister. And I thought Angela also had a good scene with Brit and talking about what had went on earlier with the ladies. So I like how they tie in everything in, still introducing us to the new ladies and then letting us know more of their personality.
Okay, well, and how do you feel about it, Sassy?
I enjoyed the engagement with Brit, and even though Brit is not one of my favorites, I'm just gonna be honest. Um, I enjoyed the engagement with Angela. Angela is more mature, and she does bring she talked with a lot of wisdom and stuff like that when it came to Brit. Hoping that, that her and Shimeia can squash everything. I did like the fact that Shimeia talked to her sister and gave her sister first dibs on listening to the song. I do like Shamia's song. I do think it's a little bit over auto-tuned because Shimeia has a beautiful voice. So I feel like they should have backed off the auto-tune, but the song itself is a vibe. I mean, I like it. Um, so yeah, I enjoyed that conversation and that engaging. I like how they had it calm and it's leading up to something. So
But, okay, but how did you feel about the comment that was made that the husband should stay out of the sisters' business as well as the mothers? Because the two ladies are having problems with the sisters and their mates.
well, I agree when it comes to that. Like Angela said, her mother and Charles were, used to get along, and then her mama had an opinion, and Charles
Mhm.
don't like it. Charles is just the type of person, he don't care about your opinion.
Oh,
And you know what I'm saying? He just one of them ones that I don't care what you think. It ain't like if
Oh,
I tell you ain't like that, it's not like that. I don't care if he's your mama, daughter, sister, brother. That's how he is. And they know how that man is. Okay. They know how he is. They've been around that man a long time. And I'm pretty sure this is not the first time he's unsnapped or they don't had disagreements. I'm pretty sure they had, more disagreements. And now with Brit and her sis, you know, Brit's sisters, I feel like Brit let her husband come between a lot of stuff. It's almost to me like she depends on him like a daddy. It's
okay.
weird. It's weird to
But
me.
okay, and then I guess that was their first time going out to eat by themselves without the husband.
Yeah, he calling.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, my husband wouldn't do that. If I'm out with you guys, he ain't calling me 24/7. It's time to come home. It ain't your dog. I am
He
not
ain't
your
doing
child. You
that,
don't tell
but
me when to come home.
your husband ain't doing it, but it's people's husbands that do try to do that.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
So
And
okay,
that's
so
Don't tell me
Teatalk.
what
and that's irritating.
it
Okay.
is. It is.
So what I think is that Brit's husband is very similar to somebody that I know. And I don't
Mm,
like that. That's too
yeah.
overbearing and you're not letting her live her own life. And he's probably the
Yeah.
reason why she really don't speak to her sisters.
Oh,
In the
Mm-hmm.
fact in the fact that she got a little bit of money now. So I feel like she thinks she better than them too, as well.
mm.
Yeah.
So
But
both of them are
they
with the
said her husband used to be a pimp. So, oops, excuse
oh,
me, PIMP.
He looked
Brit,
like
Brit husband.
he wouldn't be no PIMP of mine with his little
But that's what
ugly.
they say, honey.
Wait a minute,
It's the
Elizabeth says, I'm still
PIMP.
not completely feeling Shimeia. She seems a little bit conniving to me. She's working on becoming the star of Roa. I'm just saying, my opinion.
okay.
Yeah.
I think she's okay. I think I don't feel that way. I think she to me she doesn't act like people that got like a rich. They don't how they be like stuck up, and Shimeia doesn't
Mm-hmm.
give me that. Shimeia doesn't give me that to me.
Yeah. I think she's just a fun person. And her
Yeah,
personality is just a fun person. But
yeah, she has
as the season progresses, we shall see. We
right.
shall see.
All right. So T Talk, how do you feel about it? Do you think like both of Angela and Brit, they're having problems with their sisters, where with the husbands? Brit is having the same problem that Angela's having as well. But I guess they both saying that their husband
Well,
are in the business.
what you call she gonna always have problems with her husband, Angela, because
Mm-hmm.
he don't give a shit about nobody. He gonna say what he gotta say. So if they can't handle that, then they might not need to go over her house. Because I'm
Okay.
telling you right now, that man ain't backing down for nobody. And
Mm-mm.
he gonna have something to say about how his wife conducting herself.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have something to say. That's why when she was over at Shamia's house, why she's saying, "Oh, my wig was messed up." Girl, stop lying. You didn't care about that wig. You knew Charles was gonna check your ass
Uh-huh.
and tell you what you think you doing. No, 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 no. These women don't
Mm-hmm.
have the backbone. That's what I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
All
that's what I
right.
think. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sandra P.
Okay, thank you, Dr. T. I appreciate that. So she left off at the scene, the Angela and Angela and Brit. So then we get a scene with Brit. Brit's getting a lot of scenes. They're really trying to push Brit and introduce Brit. She had a good tagline that people like. So we see Brit and her sister. Dr. T was talking about this. Her and the sister are having problems. And the sister, I thought the sister was pouring out her heart, just telling her that she don't feel like they get enough sister time because of how Mike always inserts. And then we have Mike blowing up the phone. We also have when they left that scene, we went into Drew and Ralph's scene. We get to see Drew and Ralph at home running drills on their front lawn with the kids. I love Drew and Ralph's house. It's a beautiful home, but it's in kind of like a real neighborhood where little kids get to go out in the front yard and play, that sort of thing. Beautiful grass. And I always thought that Drew and Ralph make an attractive couple, even though I never could stand the way Ralph talks to Drew. But they kind of joking with each other a little bit. The kids want Drew to play and get involved in the drills. Ralph, of course,
Miss
has to
Sandy P,
drag
I'm
Drew.
sorry. You just confused the hell out of me. I'm
What?
sorry. You said you really like them, and then you said you don't like the way you treat Drew.
I don't. I like them when Drew and Ralph come on the scene. You get like when I first met them, I'm like, oh, this is an attractive couple. I love this.
Oh, you mean the
Then when
aesthetic?
he starts,
Okay,
yes,
Yeah,
when he
the
starts talking to
aesthetic.
her, it just your heart
it
sinks,
Okay,
turns
and
me
you
you
on.
can
think they
see
look good
Drew's.
together?
Yeah, they look good together.
Okay, but they
Aesthetics,
not.
that's
Okay,
perfect.
okay,
They're
okay.
not a good couple. They're not a good couple. Even though they're still, if the neighbor drives by, you would think they have the perfect life. This beautiful kids, this handsome man, the beautiful wife playing on the lawn. And he, of course, he got in a dig. He was like, don't break your Achilles heel. And then production is shady. They flash back to Jamaica at Sanya's event when Drew was supposed to be running and took off for 2 seconds and literally broke her Achilles heel out of the country in Jamaica and was in so much pain. And then Ralph was annoyed that he had to push her around. So he brought that up and production helped him. So she said, Lord, I'd like to play, but you got to ask daddy. So they all end up running around. And then he kind of pushed Drew out. Like, okay, we got to get back to going back to what we were doing. Because the son's a little older. I guess he's playing football now. They keep telling us that Ralph is an ex NFL football player. I don't know a lot about football, so I'm not sure. Anybody else who knows if that's really true about Ralph, maybe it was. So Ralph and Drew are talking. Ralph says that he's not a narcissist. He's getting all these texts from Drew accusing him of being one. Confessional Drew is asked by production if she even knows what that means. Drew had to look it up. I feel like they asked Drew something else in other seasons and she had to look that up too. So Ralph is very self-centered. I don't know if he's diagnosed as a narcissist, but that's what Drew calls him. So then we have confessional Ralph in a black blazer with no shirt, and the producer is asking him questions about Drew. Ralph says they were getting along, but a couple of weeks ago they were fighting. So Ralph says that he apologizes if Drew felt that way. And then he tells Drew, I know what a narcissist is, and the narcissist actually is not able to apologize. So that's supposed to be true, that they're so self-centered they wouldn't apologize for anything. So the next scene we have Kelly and Kenya. Kelly goes over to Kenya Moore Hair Care, which is the spa. It's beautifully decorated. Kelly compliments her. Kenya compliments Kelly on what she's wearing. Kelly's wearing this cute little multicolored kind of jumpsuit looking thing, and she has on different colored shoes. Kelly's just adorable. Kelly is growing on me week after week, as I keep telling y'all. So they start talking about the salon. She tells Kelly that she built it up from the ground floor from scratch. And she talked to Kelly for advice because we know Kelly is building these multiple businesses. Kelly tells Kenya she got it. She just got to keep doing what she's doing. Kenya notices Kelly's security. Ask Kelly why she's walking around with security. Excuse me. She said, why is she walking around with security? Kelly says that her husband threatened her. And Kenya asked a strange question. Kenya asked, do you have proof of that? And Kelly says, well, he actually threatened to delete her. He threatened to take her out in court. So he did that in front of people. So now she has security guard. It's funny. The camera put security guard on camera. His name is Big Ken. He started adjusting himself, fixing himself up. So we're going to see Big Ken this season on and off. He's in the last scene as well. So Kenya asked what the problem is with them. Kelly says that the main problem is the man told her that he doesn't want her to continue on the businesses. They're fighting over the businesses. He want to leave her with nothing. So Kenya is joking that, oh, he tried to color purple you. And Kelly's like, I'm going to wait to exhale him. So she got her good sense of humor. Kenya has a vulnerable moment. Kenya tells us that she said she sank $400,000 into this Kenya Moore hair care. And she's afraid that she's not going to be able to send Brooklyn to college. We know Brooklyn is Kenya's little girl that she had during her marriage with Mark. I guess they are still married, but she's not receiving help. But she shed a tear over it. She said, I don't even know if I'll be able to get her to college. So confessional Kelly, she's in this dress like a little widow. She's in a black Chanel suit. Kelly looks adorable. So she is telling Kenya, confessional Kelly is saying that sometimes God gives you he gives you what your mission is, and you just have to deliver on it. And she encourages Kenya in real life. She just said, "We'll get Brit into college. Don't worry about it. You can do that. Are you thinking about franchising?" Kenya says she wants to franchise. So it just looks like Kenya needs more help. We've known Kenya over the years, and she seems like the type that might not want to ask for help. But it seems like she has a friend named Kelly. Kelly is about her business. She's really growing her Nana's waffles, chicken and waffles, even though it looks like the husband is trying to sabotage her. So I'm glad that they actually showed that. And then Kelly said that she is proud of Kenya, what she's doing, just keep on doing it, and she knows she'll make it through. We'll get Brooklyn to college. And Kenya tried to make a joke. Well, let me just stand up and give these big old boobs a hug. So she kind of ended with a lighthearted scene, but I thought that was a really touching scene of Kenya and Kelly. So what do you think about the scene, Drop the T, between Kelly and Kenya, or the scene between uh, Drew and Ralph? You can start wherever you want. All right, Drop the T. Let me skip Drop the T. If she Drop the T, she might be taking
Oh,
it.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Sorry, I had my thing on mute.
Uh,
Drew and Ralph. So Ralph reminds me of Martell. Martell was saying he was sorry all the time. So narcissists can say allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, can say they sorry because Martell did it all the time, and we know allegedly that he's a narcissist. So, and him and Martell run together. So I think he's lying about that. I think he, wants to be. I think he likes the word marriage and likes the picture of it, but he doesn't want to do the work to be married. Um, I think that he is trying to prolong their divorce. To me, I do think that Ralph is a narcissist. I do not like how he talks to Drew. Um, and I just don't care for Ralph at all. I don't care for Ralph at all. Um, Also with the scene with Kelly and Kenya, I think Kenya was dressed really nice. I liked that suit she had on, the little pink and white suit. I loved it. Kelly's outfit. I think they can both relate to each other, where Kenya is trying to go through a divorce, and Kelly is going through a divorce as well. So I think they can both, relate to each other what they're going through. Um, but I think that Kelly, I kind of am still on the fence with her about stuff. When she, talks to people, and I don't really know if she's sincere, if she really wants to, be friends. I don't know if she's a girl to me. So I'm still on the fence with her. Um, because like that shady stuff she did with Portia. So I don't know if her and Kenya, they can be acquaintances, but I don't think friends. I don't know. It's just something about Kelly. I can't wrap my finger around it. But they're good to relate about divorce stuff, and maybe she can help her with business. But as far as like friends, I don't get that vibe from her. I don't get the vibe that she is like a friend, like a girl's girl. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. She just, I don't know. She reminds me of like a Lil' Kim, like the type of person that does like. I don't know, but I'm just saying she reminds me of Lil' Kim. But that's what I think. But I could be wrong. But I'm on the fence with Kelly. But I'm glad that Kenya and her can talk about divorce because they're both going through the same thing.
Mhm.
But as far as like friends, no, they can be acquaintances, but not friends. Kelly does not rub me that she can be somebody's friend.
I see what you mean, Drop the T. I agree with that. I'm on the fence with her too. She growing on me week after week.
Okay.
Teatalk, what do you think about the scenes and the ladies that we just talked about?
Well, I enjoyed what's the name? Kelly. I do I don't know. This week I kind of liked her. I kind of liked her. Like you, but I wouldn't say she growing on me. I would say that, like I told y'all, it's gonna be week to week for me
Mhm.
because anybody can get it. It don't matter. I don't want to like none of them that much that I'm like, oh, that's my girl, or I'm protecting them because then I can't really
Mm-hmm.
be. I done took myself out. Then I don't feel like I'm giving. So this week Kelly was okay. I mean, I enjoyed the scene with her in Kenya. I feel like Kelly was trying to be helpful to her because her business is already successful and she wanted to
Mm-hmm.
speak life into her, telling her don't worry about Brooklyn. We're gonna make sure Brooklyn gets to school. And I feel like Kelly meant that, even if she gotta go in her pocket to get it. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
felt. And that's
Okay.
what made me like her this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was it for me. What was the other scene? Did I speak on that one?
Ralph and Drew.
Oh, that was cute too, but I don't like Ralph Pittman
Mm-mm.
at
Me
all. I don't like the way he just like dropped the T say. He remind me so much of Martell. Like whenever
Mm-mm.
Drew do something good, then he gotta try to get on her, right on her coattail. Like, oh, I'm coming too, Drew. You're not gonna leave me. Like she's trying to
Mhm.
go up, and he at the bottom of the
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like, come back down here, get your ass down. That's what I get from Ralph. So I don't really
Yeah,
care for that.
he
But the
jealous
scene
of
was
his own
cool.
wife.
Yeah, and I don't like the way he
Yeah.
was like, "You can go ahead on in the house now," and she was like, "Oh, okay." I would have been like, "Bitch,
I go when I get ready, ninja.
hey, sassy." I be like,
Ralph
"Yeah,
is like a
yo,
little sweet to me. He like kind of sweet. He kind of feminine
Yeah,
to
he
me.
kind of
right."
feminine.
I
Yeah.
have the rumors.
What
He
you
said,
think, sassy, about
I
this
will
today?
be sure.
Yeah.
What you think, sassy?
I don't like Ralph. I know I ain't never liked Ralph.
You don't like the
I'm just
sassy?
gonna be honest. I think he's hiding who he really is.
What you mean, sassy? What you mean, sassy?
Um,
His
Tampa.
wrist hurt.
spirit
His wrist hurt.
fingers.
Sassy. His wrist hurt.
Yeah,
His wrist
it keep
hurt.
breaking. I
It
keep trying
hurt.
to
His
hold it
wrist
up,
hurt.
but
It
it keep
hurt.
falling.
It hurt. It hurt.
Yeah, I
That
think
Willie
he
said, I think he swings both
both
ways.
ways.
Yes.
Cause he thinks
Both
he's
ways.
so into himself. He's so, I know I look good, and I know, no, you don't with your square head.
That's what
Okay,
he
you
was
are
saying.
nice. I guess you could be nice looking, but your attitude makes you disgusting. And Drew, I don't know. Drew gets on my nerve. I like Drew, but Drew gets on my nerve. It's like they get along right now better than they did any other time. But yet he controlled that scene. Oh, I'm done talking. Go on in the house. You
Yeah.
interrupting the drills. No, Ninja, you interrupting my time. You need to get in that car and go back to the basement where you belong.
Right.
Right.
It just
I thought he was
aggravates me.
supposed to be in the basement. What he doing in the yard?
Right.
Yeah, talking about something. I'm gonna give you your time. Oh, you ain't gotta do nothing but walk to the back. What he getting in the car for?
I thought that
I
man was
just
supposed to be
want
in
to
the
know.
basement. He all out in the yard.
And drove around to the basement. What? What they did? Oh, anyway, I did like Kelly. I think Kelly is a little fashionista. She's tiny. I think Kelly has two sides. I think Kelly is very supportive as a businesswoman. Um, in this scene. Now, next week she can be cussing Kenya out and tearing her business down. All I know. But this week I did like Kelly. I liked her. I like her little outfits, the mismatched shoes. I thought that was absolutely cute. She makes a statement.
I love
Kenya,
that mismatch thing.
that
I
was
That was
swear I
so
cute.
like
cute.
That was cute.
Ah, that was real cute. And Kenya, Kenya been trying to open this salon forever. Okay. And the reason why Kenya stuff is not successful is because of Kenya. It ain't got nothing to do. People will come if they like you. I'm just saying. But you are in the industry where there are hundreds of salons that's doing the exact same thing you're doing, but half the
Mm-hmm.
price and doing better. So you
Mm-hmm.
coming into an already dominated field, you've been better off just renting that space out and getting nice celebrity hairstylists in there, you know. But that's Kenya. And I feel like Kelly gave us some good advice. I like that. So it was good.
Mm-hmm. I
I
agree.
enjoyed that moment. I really did. Until you do right by me.
That was funny.
So yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
anything
you,
else?
what you gonna do? No, go on,
Well,
baby.
I'm gonna go on to Drew and Dennis, child. Drew and Dennis.
Well, it's on you. So what you gonna do? It's
So
on and
next we're
poing.
gonna talk about Drew and Dennis. Okay. Drew and Dennis, they meet up in the studio. She's listening to her song. They're talking about Portia. Uh, and Drew is telling Dennis, hey, look, Portia's mad. You said you ran this by her. She's mad and this and that because we working together. And Dennis was like, look, while she was over there eating food, I was making my money. Okay. So you and her need to work that out. Okay. This between you and her. Okay. And Dennis went on by his. So Drew was like, maybe one day her and Portia can have a good sit down and talk about it. But as of right now, it ain't going to happen. So down to the girls getting together for the bank. Okay. It is first, it's Shimeia. She's getting ready. She's talking to Portia. They conversating. Then it's Brit talking to Kelly. They're conversating. Um, and then it's back to Shimeia and Portia. And then it is, let's see, Angela. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Lord, Kenya. The girls are arriving at the bank, and the area is bank head. If y'all don't know, the bank looks like it was nice. I mean, they open up that big old vault, and you walk in. It's all decorated nice. So, of course, Angela, she comes up first, and she's dressed in black. She looks really nice. Um, then you got who else came in first? Let's see. Angela arrives, and then Brit, she shows up first. And they're having a conversation. Then Drew, Portia comes in, and Kelly. Um, Kenya, everybody's looking and seeing how nice the place is. And they're all getting ready to take their seats. And of course, Shimeia and Angela have a conversation before everybody kind of like take their seat.
Mm-hmm.
Calls her to the side. She gives her the olive oil and the olive branch. And, Shimeia, like she said, she said, I came off hard. I want this to be an olive branch, for us to start off on a good,
Mm-hmm.
another good one. And then Shimeia, her confessional still picked at her nose. And I don't know how my moonwalk I do, but whatever. And she still picked at her. But hey, it was fun. It was fun, out of fun. So they're sitting there. Um, they get ready to sit down, and everybody's in black. And guess who shows up in green?
Kenya, Kenya, as always.
You already know.
Green, not black, chat. Green. And it wasn't even a cute green dress.
Right.
Everybody sitting there looking elegant. The tablecloth's black. black, it's sparkly everywhere. She bust up in green. Lord have mercy. So what? Yeah, what y'all think about? What y'all
Um.
think about this?
Uh. Well, one of y'all can go first.
I'll go. I like the olive branch idea. I love the fact that
Mm-hmm,
Shimeia brought that up, brought that in. Angela seemed to accept it, but I don't know if it's
mm-hmm,
just production being messy. Shimeia is definitely being messy in the confessionals. She's still making jokes, but I look at that as two ways. If you're gonna be friends with somebody, and I think they're getting to know each other and coming toward being friends,
mm-hmm,
sometimes you can get those little jokes in and make a point where you're doing little inside jokes and it's still funny. Now we have to see if Angela doesn't seem to take it real personally and she'll come right back. So she's able to do that. So I do
yeah.
like that they're having that little banter with each other. So I'll just have to see how that goes. These two ladies are two of my favorites so far, Shamia and Angela Oakley. I think they both have a kind of a balancing personality. And Angela particularly is not going to let anybody really play with her, I don't think. So I
Mm-hmm.
like the way that their relationship is going. And I like the scenes between the two of them.
I think
Mhm.
Shania, I think she's kind of a jokester a little bit. You say you want, you know, y'all to be friends, and you want to, be looked at as a pillar in the community. But then, on one hand, you want to give her the olive oil and the olive branch, but then you go in your confessional, then talking shit. So which one is it here? That's why I say, what are we doing here? Do you want us to be friends and just want us to be cordial, where we can, be around our friends and be cordial, but not friends? So I kind of like I'm on the fence with her. I'm on the fence with her now this week because
Yeah.
what the hell wrong with you? You get what was the olive branch and the olive oil for? Then you go in your confession and you start talking shit, talking about Michael Jackson and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if they're drinking or I don't know. But I love the vault. I want us to go there. I love the vault.
Oh
That is
yeah.
Yeah.
In the
that
I
daytime,
was
would go
child. In
there.
the
yes,
daytime.
I love that.
I
Mm-hmm.
would
So
eat there.
we
I,
talk,
I
put that on the
I
list.
totally agree with you about Shamia.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
that was no apology. You do not apologize to somebody and then turn around and still talk about their nose. Even so much she was talking about the girl nose this week,
See,
saying
Yep.
that is she wrong for saying something about her nose since she bought it and it's not her natural nose. You still talking about the girl nose, regardless of where it came from.
she
If
not
she
sincere.
bought it, if she bought it
So
because she
what?
wanted it like that, it's still her
Ah,
nose now. It's hers now. So
Right.
either way, you know what I'm saying? You going at the
yeah.
girl's nose. It was something else you talked about too, Sassy. What else you talked about? Because I had it in my head. I wanted to say something about it.
Um, Lord, I can't even.
I forgot
She's
now.
talking about something. I
I think
don't
it
know.
was
I can't even remember.
Kelly, but I can't
Kenya
remember.
with the dress. Kenya with the dress.
No, that was my
No, it
fault.
wasn't that.
No, I wasn't
She
that.
said she might have to
I
beat it. She had a few jokes. I don't know if
Oh
she was
yeah,
talking
she
about
said I might have
yeah,
to beat
I
it
might have
or
to beat it.
something, not moonwalk out of here or something like
Oh
that.
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
No,
about
I wasn't talking about the nose part. I had kind of got over
before.
that. It was something with not even the olive. When it came in there, I'll think about it. It might come up
Hmm.
Okay.
and I'll think about it later. But did you notice Ralph got his teeth white? Y'all be noticing
I
everything.
didn't notice that.
Everything.
Yeah. He ready for camera. I'll give him that.
yeah.
Oh
Angela
yeah.
doesn't like Phaedra. She said it in the interview. Phaedra probably don't like her either. So they probably
Probably
need to,
don't.
yeah.
But Andrew better leave
Phaedra.
Phaedra alone because she
And
would
Phaedra,
eat her.
and Phaedra don't care. If you go over there on her page, honey, she is out here living. She don't give a damn about
Living her
Angela.
life.
Look,
She
she don't
doing
give a
the
damn about
girl.
Angela or that nose. Okay,
Right.
period.
She
Hmm.
posts herself. Yeah. She posts herself mostly. And
Did you
she
see her
get
out
it.
there with
Yeah.
her cowboy boots on with her fishnets on?
Yes, I
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
She's
get it,
showing up there.
get
she
it,
out here
Tay Tay.
living.
Yeah.
Phaedra out here
Get.
living. She ain't worrying about no Angela.
That's
Angela better
right.
be
Right.
worried about what Charles doing. That's what she better be doing.
And
That's what.
Charles gonna sit her down. She
Mhm.
can't do the boots on the ground, honey.
Right,
Oh,
right, right. Well, didn't anyway, Portia is a mess. Let's keep on going. So
Yeah.
as Sassy said, Kenya walking into the vault with her damn green dress on when it's an all black affair. She gonna pretend like she did not know that she was supposed to wear black with a whole damn invitation that say all black attire. So she took her ass there on purpose, and it
She did.
irritated me because I don't like that. If somebody go out of their way and tell you to wear the goddamn color that the people ask you to wear. And
Right.
if you don't want to wear that color, stay your black ass home.
Right.
Don't go messing up somebody else's stuff.
Exactly.
That's fair.
And
That
don't go
is.
messing up somebody else's stuff.
She did that on
Um,
purpose.
yeah, so don't be going and messing up nobody else stuff, okay? Anyway, Portia told her that the damn invitation was clear. You knew what you were supposed to wear. Anyway, Kenya go says her nice hellos to everybody. She go to Brit. Brit ain't appreciating the hug that Kenya gave her. I guess she wanted Kenya to rub her titties up on her, or I don't know. But she said she didn't appreciate that pat. Kenya let her know that she pat her ass because she didn't want all that makeup on her clothes. Okay, she do got on a green dress, and Brit packs that shit on her face. So Kenya said, "No, no, no, you're not getting that on my dress. I might got to take it back." No, I'm just she might have said that though. But anyway, Shimeia, going over there, Shimeia. Shimeia wants to give Angela this olive oil that she done stuck a little branch in there. She gives her the olive oil. And like my girl said, she go over there and do all that apologizing just to go in that damn confessional and talk shit about that woman. I didn't like that. Anyway, Kelly asked Drew about her extra gas that she bought to her event, and she didn't appreciate it. Okay. Drew says, "Oh, whatever," she says, but Kelly then tells the girl she ain't buy nothing. So Kelly was watching them people at the party, and she was checking out who bought something and how much they spent. Oh my gosh. So Drew says, "Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Look, look." And she get that lady her phone. Y'all know why she get that lady her phone? Because she wanted that lady to see that she was texting Dennis. Because that's the first thing Kelly said. "Oh, I see Dennis in this text. That's what I see." And she's like, "Oh, but it's a group text. It's a group text." So basically, Drew was trying to give the illusion that I'm texting Dennis, but it's in a group text. Trying to start. Drew got Dennis for a storyline. The music sound good. I got to give her that. But it just seemed like this was for a storyline, okay? Kenya announced that she's gonna be having her Kenya Moore Hair Care Salon opening and all that good stuff. So the ladies all say they want to go. Portia, of course, wants to go for free because it's all about Portia. So she want to go for free. Now this lady just opening up her salon, and you already want to go for free when you've been selling them goddamn sheets for many years now. Kenya trying to come up. You already up. So don't do that. I'm talking to everybody. Don't do that to your friends. When your friends start a business, don't be talking about, "Can I get a discount?" But god damn, I just started. How I'm gonna get big if I gotta keep giving discounts, right? Anyway, Angela asked Shimeia to update them in her life. What's going on with you, Shimeia? Tell us. So of course Shimeia brings out her song because that's what's going on. No sooner as she turned the song on and tell the people, listen to her song, Portia. "That's not you. That's not you. Oh my God, that's Drew. Oh, that don't sound like you." I mean, Portia just was talking over the girl's song. Portia pissed me off. Then at the end, she had the nerve to ask her, like, was she featured on the song? I did not like that at all. Shimeia didn't even. Shimeia was upset. Okay. Portia says that when she says that the music sound like Drew's, basically what she's saying is that it sound good. So you saying Shimeia don't sound good? I'm just confused a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, we go into these questions. So they all had to write something down on a piece of paper. You put the name on there. You want to ask the person a question, okay? They asked Shimeia, how did she thank her husband for that Rolls Royce? And of course, Shimeia did a whole little gesture like she took it all the way down the throat, okay? All the way down the throat. And then she had to bend over and clap that ass, okay? That's what she said. I'm just telling y'all. I didn't say it, she did. Anyway, so Portia asks Angela, what's a secret you wouldn't want the group to know? And then somebody mentions threesomes or something, but Portia said, well, I heard Charles was a little spicy and that I heard about y'all. So Angela was like, what you heard? Portia was like, oh, no, don't worry. I'll wait. Angela was like, nah, if you got something to say, come on and talk about it. But in her confessional, Angela said, Portia don't want to talk about her raggedy ass marriage, but she got the nerve to want to talk about mine, and she need to keep her goddamn mouth off Charles Oakley, okay? That's what Angela said, because her husband is at her house, Portia. Yours down there with the ice people. So you really don't got that much room to talk. Anyway, we're going over there to Kenya. They asked Kenya what kind of panties she got on, and why did Kenya do all that pulling out the cooch? And they talking about she got a camel toe and a fat cooch, and I was just so turned off at that moment. I was very turned off. Anyway, the next question go to Kenya too, and it was Kenya. Why are you so worried about a happily married woman? Before Kenya could even answer that question, here come Brit. She want to ask Kenya, can she be friendly with her without giving an attitude? Kenya said, I could be friendly with everybody. Britt said, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about me. Okay. And again, Kenya's like, listen, why are you doing this? And Britt says, what you mean, why? I'm doing this because I have the floor now and I can. Okay. Child, they go back and forth. Kenya tell her she's a peasant approaching the queen. Britt did not like that. She did not like that, okay, at all. She's like, wait, did you say peasant? So, Kenya's like, don't come for me. And the girl was like, I ain't sent for you. So Kenya was like, oh, thank you for using my catchphrase. How do you tell us that you watch these women without telling us that you watch them? Because she absolutely did use Kenya's catchphrase, I didn't send for you, okay? Chad, y'all know what happened next. It turned into a whole big old thing. They started going back and forth. Well, Kenya stopped talking after a minute because that girl said she had a little pistol. So Kenya, she stopped talking. But Britt, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Because I got whips and chains and I got all those things. And don't forget, I got Smith and Wesson too. Y'all know what she did. She acted a total ass. It was totally embarrassing. Kenya, I never seen her quiet like that before, but Kenya played smart. Because if you know somebody got a weapon, don't be the dummy to go run down on them or go running your mouth to them. Because these people out here now, they be just popping, popping, popping. They don't be caring, okay? So what's her name? Brit was calling Kenya all kind of bees, a black bee, a white bee, any bee that she could, she called Kenya that. And that's kind of how we ended. Of course, Portia took Kenya to a car because Kenya was over there scared. She was real scared. So yeah, that's what happened. What do y'all think, ladies?
Child. Now Kenya ain't never ran before. But Kenya got the hell on. Okay. Kenya's like, you going to your car? Oh yeah, I take a ride. Yeah.
Kenya was gonna get on top of that hood. If wasn't no room, Kenya was gonna get on that hood to get away from her.
Yeah.
Get on the hood.
She said, I'll be driving Miss Daisy. You can drive me. And I'm with her on that because at that point, Brit's, I don't know, her feelings were hurt and started from with the hug, the pat on the back versus an in hug. I never even think like that when I hug my friends or anybody. I never think she didn't hug me long enough. Hug me some more. Squeeze me down here. I just don't know why Brit was so pressed and escalated it to that.
She patted her on the back.
Why
because Kenya called her
you think Teatalk said she wanted a moment? That had to be it. I couldn't see what else because then all the questions being directed toward Kenya. Now let me ask y'all this. There's a question. One of the questions in there, Britt says, I promise I did not write. Do we think Kelly might have been a 5-starter and wrote one of those questions?
Yeah.
Directed toward, you think so? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I said, well, Britt's kind of crazy. She might have wrote all those Kenya questions, but I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, Kelly wrote another one too because when Drew read, why do you come for a woman? And Kelly said women. Oh. She corrected Drew. So I believe Brit wrote that and Kelly wrote it and they switch it up. So
Okay.
I bet you they told each other, well, if you hear mine, I'll say I didn't write it. Because she did
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
correct it. So I think her and Brit was in on it, but she didn't think Brit was going to go left like that,
Yeah.
you know.
Angela
And
put
it
together, I
was
like
too
how she
much.
gave them all a gift. When they were leaving, they had a big old box. I thought that was really nice. I get
Yeah.
excited
Yeah.
about little stuff like that.
Mhm.
I think that's really
Yes,
cute.
that was really nice. The
Hmm.
little gifts, I like that.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
very nice. But you know, it's always got to be one that
Mhm.
mess up something. Where my
Yeah.
husband at? Where my pimp at?
Right.
Did y'all
Where?
see how why was Mike dressed like that? He had on regular sneakers. He just looked regular. He didn't look good. And he was like, you doing too effing much. Like he was trying to pull Britt back, but she was already gone.
I
I
don't
think
know.
he looked like that because he just
Charles
was
was there
chilling.
too, though.
You just
He
chilling?
really dropped her off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
because
he
Yeah,
didn't
he
Charles
did.
expect
was
to be
there.
on camera. Yeah, he was surprised at where it went because he told her, you doing too effing much. I was kind of
Hmm.
surprised at
Yeah,
that.
because I think he into thugs and them box trucks. I think he
You
is.
box short. Yeah, he don't like all that
He bringing,
attention then, huh?
he bringing attention to him. He like, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Britt was doing the most. I like
Drop
how
the G. He
production
said,
brought
shut the
all the
fuck up.
confessionals. All the ladies came in and said, she
Like,
doing a
girl,
lot. She doing a lot. So at the time, all the ladies thought that Britt was doing the most. And I thought
They
that too.
all, yeah, they all thought she was
They
doing the
did.
most.
Yeah.
But just think about this. Kenya wasn't, even though she had a pow wife, you have to have justification to pow somebody. She wasn't a threat to you. That one was over there at the car. So if
That
you go,
woman said,
yeah, what was the threat? That one was
Mm.
trying to get on
"That
the
woman,
I'm just gonna be honest. Me, this is what I think Kenya did, because if y'all go back and look at all Kenya's interviews, she told people that the girl pulled it out on her.
No, she didn't pull it out.
I didn't think she said
Well,
she,
and
She
she
that's
said
did
what
she
not
pulled it out.
pull that gun out on
She
her.
told her
That's why
she
Kenya
had
got
one.
in trouble. She did mention the pow pow, but
Okay.
she never pulled it out, because they said that Kenya said that. She said, at that time, I felt my life was in danger. The girl never
her
pulled
life probably
the gun
wasn't.
out on her.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't got to pull it out. If you sit there telling me you got a pow pow, I'm feeling like I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Why
Uh-huh.
you telling me
Britt
you got
claimed
a
she
pow
didn't have
pow?
one. Yeah, I thought Britt
She
claimed at the
didn't have
time
it.
she didn't have one. She didn't reference a weapon. She lied about it,
Yes, she
definitely.
did reference a weapon though.
Yes, she did. I heard it too. Mama B says she don't know why she invited her to the opening. I wouldn't have wanted to film with her. Yeah, I wish Kenya had went a little further as far as feeling threatened and not filming with her instead of
Yeah.
shooting her own job in the foot. That I just hate the way the
Yeah,
whole
but
thing went
you
down.
know what that is that some of those things Bravo pay for, so they
That's
have
true
to let
too.
them
Yeah, you
know.
gotta have, and all the cast has to be involved.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
yeah,
because there were some big bloggers there. We already know the names that
yeah.
came up. They were there at the time and
That's
was
right.
telling
Yeah.
us what happened.
But
Yeah,
I wouldn't be telling nobody I got no
But
pow.
Michelle was there. She was there.
she wasn't
Um,
there. She was
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, outside.
Yeah, she
okay.
didn't
But
get. She didn't get no invitation because they don't like her.
She don't like
no,
Kenya
because she
either.
gets all the information anyway.
Yeah,
She
Kenya
drags
don't like
Kenya.
her.
Kenya
Yeah,
don't
Kenya
like
don't
her
like her.
because she exposed Kenya salon from being closed.
It don't matter. Kenya
And
don't
she
like
made an
her.
appointment and Kenya never showed up.
Kenya
Oh
said
wow.
she can't come in. Damn it.
I don't blame Kenya for that. If you only talk
Okay.
negatively about me, you ain't
Your
coming.
ass can't come up in here. You've been sitting over there
But
on your
this is my
page talking
problem,
shit.
Teatalk and Sandra and Drop the T. If somebody you felt so threatened by this person, now me, if I hear pow pow and I feel threatened, I'm not gonna go to my grand opening where I make my money and pull out some naked pictures in order to embarrass this girl who might have a pow pow. That don't
I
even
wouldn't
make
have did
sense to
that
me.
because the bitch might have shot me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Shit, you
that's
think
true.
I'm gonna go mess up my grand opening, mess up my money?
She would have been like Danny on motherfucker Beyond the Gates. Pow pow.
At the wedding, right? At the wedding.
Gone.
Yeah. I think Kenya was so mad at that point. She just wanted to do something, but I don't. I hate what happened. But she was gonna
Kenya went
retaliate
too
at that
far.
point.
She
She
went too
did.
far.
She was gonna retaliate.
And I
We know
think
that.
what happened, because a lot of people are saying, I think she was not vindicated, because what Kenya did, she went on a whole press tour saying that this girl she had a gun on her and showed it. This is what Kenya was saying. But people don't go back until you got to go back and watch her interviews. And that's Kenya messed herself up. I'm sorry. She messed herself up.
Oh,
Because ain't no
overall,
way
how did you
I'm going to lose no money over no hoe.
Me either. Yeah, me either.
I'm not
Right.
going to ruin my money.
How did y'all rate the episode? How
Huh?
did y'all rate the episode? How did
I
y'all
gave
rate
it
the
an 8.
episode?
I gave it a good 8.
8. Yeah, this is a good
Uh-huh.
one.
I gave it a
Yeah,
9.
it was a solid 8. It might have been a -9, 9 minus, almost.
I gave it a 9. I gave it a strong 9, actually. It was pretty good.
Okay.
It was good.
I think they worked all the scenes in right. The only one scene I thought that they like hopped real fast on was Kelly's, when she was her and the girls was getting dressed, and then the next thing you know, they was at the place. I said, well, goddamn, they didn't even have no car ride or nothing.
I don't know.
They went from in the bathroom to in the club, in the place. I said, now how y'all do that?
Let me ask you, ladies. Let me ask you, because I was thinking about this. Okay, Portia to me has been. She's some of the fans' favorite. She's some of the production favorite, and Andy likes her because she's put hands on people and come back. But what do we think production thinks about Portia this season? Because they keep showing. We know Portia gives shady moments, but they show really shady moments, like with Shimeia in the song, and then with Portia bringing up Charles. I know something spicy about Charles, and Angela's not going for it. Like, what you know about my husband? And then she brought up, you don't want to talk about your marriages, because she could have brought up, well, what about Cordell? What about Simon? Do we think production is what they doing with Portia? They still establishing her as one of the favorites, or they trying to be a little shady? Because she's always done those little moments, but they're showing it.
I think
they're building her up to have a moment with each and every one of them.
That's a good
point.
point.
But I think they've always shown her shade.
You think they always shown her?
I don't think they've always shown her shade.
For me, it's always like a funny type, laughing type thing.
Yeah.
This season has been more like, okay, now you look like you hating on your best friend
had her sit
with
to
the song.
Side, and you had each one of
it's a little meaner.
You don't know your best friend's name and number.
You
don't know
even bringing up Charles, it's a little meaner.
I think for Shimeia, it's necessary for them to do that because there's going to be a rift in their friendship. So a good producer would pick out different pieces from both of them to show us so that we can see, okay, oh, that's what happened. Oh, Portia did it. Oh, Shimeia did. They have to do that so that we can see, how they got there. So I think it's necessary.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Angela too. I'm curious how she's gonna handle that, because I didn't like what she said. Don't bring it up if you can't bring out what you were talking about. I heard something spicy. What you hear? I'm not gonna talk about it.
She's probably gonna say she heard about the illegitimate kid.
Wendy told us that. Wendy Williams told us that. And Wendy said the purple kid told us that.
So Angela's coming on here. Did Angela tell us that?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that from her. So, but it's not Portia's job to bring it on screen, unless maybe.
But it wasn't Kelly's job to bring Portia's either. But that's what they do. They house.
We know a new Peach was coming with that, because that was my question.
Okay, so then I feel like you should know somebody was gonna come at Angela too. Her husband went out here and had a baby, and she's coming on here saying, "Oh, we got separated because of some bullshit with the basketball people."
She did. He got put out of Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
So she's a fucking liar.
Nah, because he was slinging the ping pong.
Her husband left her and
made
had
a baby
on her.
Yeah, he did.
Angela's husband?
Yeah, Charles Oakley, their first year of marriage. Okay, the ladies think that Mike looks like Nico. You remember Nico from the shower curtain? So something about his face. Yeah, I see it. I see it, ladies.
Cool Cat said late joining. Kenya never said she saw a gun or a pow pow. She did not do a press tour. She did reply to Michelle and all the other bloggers that put stories out. Let's see.
She did a lot of interviews.
I remember her talking about it. I don't know if you call it.
She was on. She did several interviews about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care what Kenya did with the pics because you don't stomp me and determine how I react when I stand up. Besides, I think the production team was in on it with Kenya.
Yeah, with the printouts and stuff. I thought that too.
Yeah.
D
She said she
said
might be
because
innocent.
Shimeia isn't innocent. No,
That's
I
No.
true.
definitely, I definitely
She,
don't.
no, she's not innocent.
No, she definitely not innocent.
The
They
thing of it
see
is,
the thing
Kenya
is,
does Kenya does stuff too, and then Kenya. But
mhm,
my point is, why would you mess up your money over her when you could have did that anywhere? Because Kenya could have said no, but Kenya went ahead with it, and she was the one that got reprimanded.
yeah.
Hmm.
D, I do believe that Portia and Shamia both do stuff against their friendship. So I don't think it's just Portia. I think they both. Shamia probably not as bad as Portia, but I'm sure she's done things that are questionable. Even me looking at it from the outside now this season, the way she was with Kelly, I wouldn't think that my best friend would come on my platform and then raise some other girl up so high. And I wouldn't expect my best friend to do that. So I don't know. I think they both guilty. But that's just me.
With the garden. Oh, okay.
Did y'all
I didn't
see the
see that.
interview? Yeah, I did see the interview with her mom. I
I have to
talked
watch.
about it this morning.
Was it on her
Yeah,
channel? I have to watch that. And I'm team
yeah, it was
replay
on
on
her
your
channel.
live this morning.
It was on her channel. Uh-huh. It was
Everybody's
on,
mom gonna ride for them. We're gonna see Miss Diane keep riding for Portia. I can't hate on her for that.
but I really did enjoy Shamia's mom.
Yeah.
She's like my grandma. She reminded me of my grandma. You know, she's told the truth. Like Shamia was like, keep it cute. She's like, I'm gonna keep it real because that's the only way I know how to be, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And she said she really didn't appreciate Diane referencing her child as a dog.
I
Um,
agree.
Yeah.
and I think that I don't know if that was my mom. I would have told her that's just a saying. She wasn't calling me a dog, but she thinking like the lady literally called her daughter a dog, and she didn't like that. So she
Yeah.
voiced she didn't like it. But that's just a saying. That's not nobody calling you a dog.
Yeah, that was a theme for tonight. If you tell other people what somebody else did to you, once you forgive them, your loved ones are still gonna hold a grudge. Like with Brit
Uh-huh.
and her
Uh-huh.
sisters, with Angela and her mom and sisters, you gotta be careful what you share with people because you forgive them, but your family didn't move on. They still
Yep.
upset.
They be like, why you back friends with her?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought y'all was fighting. I don't like her.
Oh, Sonia made a good point. Yeah, go naked or Portia. Yeah, because I was saying that
Sonia,
about the song. Yeah, why did she
Sonia,
play the
but
song?
people don't want to
You're
talk
right.
about that.
I didn't even think of that, y'all,
They
but
don't
that's a
want to
good
talk
point.
about
Because
that,
it
Sonia.
That's true.
hasn't shown
They
good
want
behavior.
Portia to push,
That's a good
push,
point.
push Shamia, but Shamia ain't never showed Portia stuff. I've been
That's a
following
good
Shamia
point.
for years. I ain't never seen Portia
Mm-hmm.
cheeks over there, or her
Yeah,
hair, or
them
nothing
sheets,
else.
yeah. They have good
So
reviews. They have good
Mm-hmm.
reviews.
I
So
guess you
yeah,
got to
that's a
be
good point.
rich for the put the stuff out.
That's the point.
I
That
don't
is a
know.
good point. Uh-oh, come on, cool cat. Uh-oh.
Portia is a way.
Said Portia is a waste and has no darn story. Bravo wasted money on her. They need a favor to help salvage the fake hype for Portia. Shamia sounded sad, but she gets what she get because Portia dogs her.
Mm.
I see
Hmm.
value in Portia. Portia makes
Yeah.
me laugh. Portia's good TV,
When she said
but
that, when
I
she
see the
said Kenya
shadiness.
Coochie was big and it,
Oh God.
girl, I holler.
She
I said,
did. Portia, you don't know what
she
she gonna
said, you got
say.
the
You
biggest
don't.
coochie.
Peach Juice is funny to me. She's silly.
She is silly. And when she said call, she gonna fire, call the CEO. I mean, I am the
Yeah.
CEO.
And he said, I need to call
I'm so
corporate. You got my
perfect.
number.
I'm so perfect. I'm not sure if that's true that they wanted her just because of Simon. I think they wanted her back because they really like Portia.
They
Bravo
do.
likes Portia.
They
They like
like
working with
Portia.
her. They do.
Simon is not. He wasn't. I mean, it was good that he had the money and the fake money anyway in the house and all that. But no, they wanted Portia, not
Yeah.
because of Simon. They wanted Portia.
Mhm.
Them people love Portia. Canadian Queen says, I agree. Portia can't hold the audience. She doesn't give anything but big teeth and a big fake butt.
Y'all tough. Y'all tough on her. I like me some Portia Poo. Come on, Kim, you.
Yeah. I like Portia. I think Portia is good TV.
I think
Yeah.
she's great TV. D said Portia's divorce is her storyline. It was unexpected, and she's being forced to explain herself and navigate her way back.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm. Do you all think that Kenya saw the situation with Brit as a chance to try to get her off the show, as seen in the hot mic? Probably.
Yeah. She's done it before. The second
She
Portia
has.
started dragging her, she said, she's gone. She's fired. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
man, Portia,
And
why
the
you?
first thing she
Yeah.
said about Brit,
See
she's
that.
got to go. She's got
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agreed
She
with her that she
baits
should
people.
go, but yeah, that is part of
Kenya
it.
is a
Mm-hmm.
baiter. And if you don't watch it, she will bait you, and you will have lost your job.
Yeah.
She baited Portia. She tried to bait Phaedra until Phaedra read her like a dog. And then she baited
Ooh, baby.
Brit, and Brit fell
Phaedra
for it.
ruined her down.
Yeah. I think
Phaedra
it
ruined
backfired.
her down.
Mhm.
I love me some
Damn,
Phaedra.
baby.
I love me some Phaedra now.
Yes, I like Phaedra.
Yeah.
Phaedra out here living her best life. She don't care what shit nobody said about her. She's doing her thing.
Yes, God.
Yeah, I love me some Phaedra.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Y'all got any more hot items y'all want to talk about? I'm so perfect.
Oh, I'm good. I think this was great.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that's how you may feel, Cool Cat, but Bravo still liked her enough to not only bring
Yeah,
her back,
he did.
but to give her a huge deal that no other housewife has ever had. So they liked her. They liked her enough. And Simon ain't signed on those deals. That's all Portia.
They gave her a lot of money to come back, right? How much did they give her?
Yeah.
Gave her a lot of money, and they gave her scripted TV deals.
Yes,
So she still got
Universal.
some
Universal has
TV deals.
other projects that you can get involved on.
She's promoting a lot of stuff, so she's making her money.
Yeah, she's in that Lifetime movie. She what is that movie?
I have to watch that. The Single Black Female 3.
Yeah.
I missed 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed 2. I saw the first one. I'm going to watch the next 2. Portia Button. Dinella Gray, I think it is. I think there's something in there. Portia's, look at her first season. I think it's season 2 when she come on. She was small. She's very tiny.
Yeah, but
I don't know
why
Dinella.
But that's why her butt was tiny. If I lose weight right now, my butt would be tiny.
I don't know. I don't know.
But
Did
if
she
I
admit
gain
to any
fat-
work? I don't know that she admitted to it or not.
Portia butt it don't look fake to me.
I don't know.
Whoever did it did a good job.
It does not look fake to me. When that girl lose weight, her butt go down. When she gain weight, it come back up. It don't look fake. Everybody
She said
asked
her
me
butt's
too.
not fake. She said that's the.
She said it's not.
realest thing
Okay.
on her.
She said her titties is fake.
Yeah.
She admitted to it. Okay.
She said her butt is not fake.
But I think everybody on that show that has some work done, so they can't. You know, everybody.
You see how
she has
look like Kelly don't need no more work. Kelly about to look. Ooh.
Yeah, Kelly. Yeah,
Cool Cat. I like Cool Cat. I do like her, but not like that. Not like I don't like nobody like that. No, she can get it. I don't know her like that. I can't be liking her that much, baby. Yeah, Portia. But I'm just speaking the truth that Bravo wanted her.
I like because she's good TV. I think she can make you laugh.
They didn't want it wasn't Simon that they was that worried about. But Portia got her boobs done, not her butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that cornbread fed butt. Kind of like mine, you know. They just like yours dropped the tea, you know.
Also, Purpose says good eating.
Yeah,
good eating.
You got a little tuka back there.
Portia can have a butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I got some junket. I got some antique in my trunk, honey.
We do. We all do.
Yeah, all y'all of us got junk in the trunk.
Okay, mine are in the mail, Linda. Again,
I know you didn't say y'all. Wait a minute, excuse me, Sandra B. Because I
We
know
do.
that
I
one
said we
didn't say
do.
y'all.
I said we
No,
do.
no, no, no. No.
I
She
admit to mine.
said that one down there said y'all.
Oh, she admit to hers
Oh,
too. You gotta
she
admit to
excluded
yours too.
herself. She excluded herself.
That one over there with that Nike shirt on. Talking about some of
They
y'all. I know
they've
you ain't
seen
say
her. They know.
y'all.
No,
They know.
I know you ain't say y'all
Yeah,
with
they
all that
know.
smoke in your trunk.
all of us. All of us.
Probably
Like
like
it.
it's hot.
Yeah.
Oh
See her
They
no.
said they
said they were
overworked.
BBL booty child. They probably think we got BBLs too, because we all stacked. All four of
That's
us.
Mhm.
what you say. Baby, all we gotta do is snap this
Think
back
they
and that
overworked.
thing sit up like this.
Right.
All I need
Mm.
to do is learn how to twerk, baby, and we got us a party.
Yes.
Need
That
Sheila
part.
Joe a teacher.
Okay, Donella.
And Letitia, is Letitia coming?
Who? No, she's
Yeah,
not
look
coming.
up.
She's
Oh,
coming in January.
okay.
Yeah, that's the Jamaica one.
She
Is
in
me.
Jamaica right now.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Me, the
Okay.
Canadian queen. Me either.
It's her anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Canadian Queen, your booty never go down. Mine do.
Yeah, not mine.
Mine to
Mine
go.
don't. Y'all butt don't go down if you lose weight.
When I was skinny, it was the same.
When I lose weight, my butt go down.
Huh?
When I lose weight, my butt will go down.
Yeah, my butt. I lose
I
weight. I
wish.
lose weight there too.
Yes,
It
but
still look good. It don't go flat. It
right.
just, it go down a little bit.
But the breast don't go nowhere. The breast, I lose weight, the breast still gonna stay there.
Wait a minute, Dot
Well,
Willie
we should
said, why
have
do
some
I
booty.
want to twerk? I just want to listen, Dot Willie. Let me just be serious. Let me just be
She
honest.
said, let her
So I
live.
got all that ass in my jeans. And I can't
Hey,
twerk. That's why. That's the only reason.
hey,
Because I got all that ass in my jeans.
imagine.
Right.
Mhm.
We gonna show out together Friday. Next week we gonna show out.
That's why. That's why. That's the only reason why, Dot Willie. That's the only reason why. Don't be laughing, Sheila Joe.
Sheila Joe like to twerk too. She likes to
Yes,
twerk.
She know
she
how to
does.
twerk. That's why.
She ready to twerk.
Sheila
gonna
Joe,
have
we're
to
gonna
show
teach
us
her
how
how
to.
to
Yeah, she the
throw that leg up.
Yeah.
And throw that leg.
Wait a minute now, Sassy. I am from the
Turn it around, baby.
Wait a minute, Sassy. I am from the DMV now. I know how to
All
put the
right.
one leg up. Put the booty on the floor. Put the one leg up. I know how to do that one now.
Now
Do y'all
Kelly's
know
a
that
Baltimore
one?
girl too. Kelly is a Baltimore girl too. Teatalk.
Uh-huh. You know Baltimore. I'm not a Baltimore girl.
You know Baltimore.
No, I'm
You
a
said
DMV.
DMV. Okay.
It's not the same. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's the DMV is a certain part of Maryland, DC, and Virginia.
Okay.
It doesn't extend over that side. It's not even where I live right now. I live in Maryland, but it's not the DMV. I moved.
Okay.
So the DMV is off of the 495 corridor. Baltimore's off of 695 and 795. So if you don't live off of 495, then you're not considered a part of the DMV.
Okay.
Protein squat, side leg lifts. Okay, Dot Willie, thank
But
you.
shout out to Baltimore because I love Baltimore and
Yes.
I goes to Baltimore. But I'm from the DMV. This how we hey. This how we get down, y'all. Put your booty on the floor. Put your booty on the floor. Hey. She said she's gonna teach me how to twerk, y'all. This is a good song right here. Oh, wait a minute. They said we was stunting at the Winter Wonderland. Wait a minute. What that mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what that mean? We was
I
stunting.
think they did a line dance. They did a couple things.
Yeah. I know one thing, Sheila Joe. They better all know the boots on the ground. By the time we get down there with these cowboy hats and things, this girl done got me buying cowboy hats and shit. Y'all know I don't even buy no shit like that.
Yeah, I have to get my cowboy boots.
You didn't order yours yet?
Yep, I'm ordering them tonight. I'm ordering my
You order
cowboy
yours
boots tonight.
tonight?
Yep, you ordered yours, Sassy.
No,
Sassy,
I'm going down the street and get mine at the shoe house of shoes or wherever that is. I saw some in the window. I said, "Ooh, I like them."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I got me some coming. I already got my hat.
No, you got your hat already. I seen some cute ones. They got like some little shingles hanging. What you call them? Thing with tassels hanging off on like feet. Yeah, those are cute.
Mm-hmm. She said she's seen some the jeans
Yeah,
with the
these
tassels.
were
I mean,
cute.
the
They
boots.
were like you can get them in dark brown or a tan, like a light tan. They had the little diamonds in them. They were real cute.
Okay.
Regina said she got her hat today, baby. And
All right, Regina.
Regina, Nancy, Regina, me and you had to talk about a week ago. The day I learned to dance, Regina, I said, listen, I'm in my kitchen cooking, and I'm gonna just turn it on and just keep doing it. Why you ain't done that yet?
Yeah, it's easy. Hey, once you get that little step and you learn where to step off at, you'll know how to, you know what I'm saying?
The hardest part of the dance is the footwork when you gotta, like you just said, when you gotta go.
When you come up and then you gotta come back and go back around. Yeah.
That's what gets me turning. Yeah, when you turn.
You get that other three, the first part is 1, 2, no, step, 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 step. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cross over, come back. Go this way, cross over, come back,
and
go
turn, and then
1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap. Oh, let me do my favorite part. Wait.
It's the fans.
There you go.
Got my fans.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom, boom. I love that part.
Get them fans. That's my favorite part. Regina said she got the first part. Now just work on the second part. Just work on the second part.
I gotta see what my fan is by Fort Mill that word to that in.
I think mine came today. Some stuff came today. I just ain't go to the mailbox.
I got some packets. I'm finna go in there and see now.
I got something today. Let me see what it was. I know it was my shirt. I got something today.
Do what now?
I got something today. What was it? I think it was my T-shirt. If I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Yep, I got my T-shirt, but not my pants. But I got my T-shirt, but not my fans yet. You got your shirts today too, my lady. Yep, I got my shirts, but not my fans yet.
I got to go and see what I got. I got some packages.
Oh, that will we definitely be doing.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely have the videos up.
Yeah, we definitely have videos. We go live. You know, this time we might go live at the pool, but one might be over here, one be over there. We can't be right next to each other, but we definitely will be going live. Yeah. Sleep on the plane. Who is she talking to? Regina?
Who?
Why are you telling her
sleep on the plane?
Who?
Oh, she must be telling Regina to sleep because you know with that first night she get in, we got the whatchamacallit. We go out that night. So as soon as Regina get in, right out.
But the first night? What we doing the first night?
The first night we ain't really doing nothing when we get there. But the second
just
night,
chilling.
Regina come in, and then that's when we start the activities.
Yeah,
I want to be by the pool.
We're not gonna do nothing Friday because she won't be there, and I don't think that's fair. So
yeah,
we start on Saturday.
Okay.
So Regina,
Friday we'll just
on the plane,
be resting up, enjoying the resort, and
Yeah,
You know.
be by the pool,
Sleep
relaxing.
on the plane, Regina. Sleep on the plane. She right. Look, She'll Joe say yeah, so she can be ready for the bar crawl. Yeah, that's the first thing we do
Uh-huh.
is the bar crawl. Going to all the different bars in the vicinity. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sheila
and
Joe be like a little baby on the couch, take a little 10-minute power nap.
she
Yeah.
ain't gonna be able to take no nap that day. She better take a nap during the day before Virginia get there. Ain't gonna be no naps at night. I'm gonna have y'all ass up. Y'all better be ready.
No, you not. Listen, you can go to bed. The only person gonna be up is that one over there.
I'm the only one gonna be up.
That's the only one. And that's cussing and acting a fool.
Y'all know my ass gonna be right somewhere asleep. It ain't
I
gonna
know
be
where you going. So 10:30 hit.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And then get up 5 o'clock and do your live.
Wait a minute, she didn't put the snore on there though, did she?
Like I told mine.
D said Curtis be in the DR. Get him on camera if you see him. D said that Dr. Jackie's Curtis. He be down there in the DR. She said get
I
him on
might
camera
find
if you
him.
see him.
Oh, okay.
You can't miss him. He be down there all the time.
Sassy. I'm gonna be looking for that fucking giraffe. I already had it planned out.
6'7", yeah.
Every tall man I see, Sassy, look. Every tall man I see, I'm gonna be like this.
Is that Curtis? Is that Curtis?
There's a giraffe.
He gonna be there.
I'm gonna get him. Every tall man I see, AD. Every time I see a man, he over the crowd. I'm gonna be like, "Is that him? Is that him?"
That him right there, y'all. There you go.
He's somewhere down there.
He your husband.
And I hope he be with a woman. Too.
You know, he probably gonna be the whole family. In my opinion.
Billy said, y'all stick together at all times. We will. I promise.
Yeah. Most definitely.
We don't go nowhere without each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got a buddy system. You got to be with somebody.
You don't want to go there. Bring you out.
There's no leaving nowhere by yourself.
Right.
We a pack. We stay together. We don't play that. And they don't want to fuck with us because we kind of feisty.
Right.
So if they know what I know down there in the DR, they better play nice.
That's right.
Yeah. Because we a feisty bunch. We might be pretty, but we feisty. Pretty and feisty. Okay, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. No, but yeah.
Don't let it fool you, baby. Don't let it fool you.
Sassy, they don't let the smooth taste fool you, baby.
Right.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Yeah. Oh, that sounds good, D. Brown. She getting her funds together for
Ooh, that'll be good. Doing a European like
England. Girl, yes. Get them coins together then.
Italy, yes.
We gonna take more trips, honey. You get that thing together and go to that one, and then catch us on the backhand side. Cause that sounds good right there. But we will definitely keep y'all posted throughout the trip and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Well, y'all, I'm gonna head in the house.
All right.
Take out these dirty uniforms.
Yeah, I'm
great. Take a good old hot shower.
Well, you already know.
And I'm gonna do a Teatalk.
Me too.
Y'all know they want to come, but they gonna do a Teatalk.
I'm gonna do a Teatalk, baby.
Well, goddamn it, sleep good, because I'm here to tell you that's what I'm about to do. Ain't no shame in my game, baby. You see what I
be calling them cows to the house. Come here.
I'm about to go. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm about to go. They know, look, laughing. They know what I do. Ease off. Okay, y'all, I'm going over to the house. Had a nerve to say, I might be back.
You know you're gonna come back. You already know you're gonna come back.
You know she's gonna be back.
Yeah.
Every be over there having a party on a Wednesday.
I might be back, y'all. Shit, my ass knew I wasn't coming back.
No, you know you're coming back.
At least y'all know. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
you were lying when you said that.
Yeah, we ain't lying. You already
No, I
know you
was
like
gonna try to come back, but what happened was Sleep said, "No, the fuck you ain't."
That man said, "Get your ass in here."
Yeah, I'm the early one, but that's okay. Cause don't let me be up later than one of y'all. Cause I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna put some toothpaste on your nose, right there on your nose. So if you wake up with toothpaste on your nose, then you know Teatalk stayed up longer than you. All right, y'all. Good night. Thank y'all for hanging out with
Thank
us.
you. Good
We
Good
will
night,
night.
catch y'all in
everyone.
the
good
next
night,
Thank
live
everyone.
y'all.
when we
Good
upload a
night.
video. Good night.
Good night.
Night, night, everyone.
Good night.
Love y'all, girls.
Love y'all.